Alright, here's a garden update at almost 3 months. Probably most of the way through the harvest. Most of the stuff is dying or is bolted. Corn did terrible. I don't think we got anything off it. Might get a couple of ears here, but not good. The beetles attacked it. Our beans did real well. Some of them are still producing. Lima beans, we are still waiting. They should be just about ready now. The peas, these plants did not do well. The ones at the end, the cow peas, did well. As you can see, the broccoli is pretty much all bolted, didn't produce anything, complete waste of time. Won't plant that again. And the lettuce, some types more successful than others, but I don't know, it was okay. Swiss chard, nothing to write home about. We had one type of cabbage, I think it was Copenhagen Market or something. These guys here that did pretty well. Pretty well. That's a big head. That thing looks real nice. Here's our cow peas. And the whole thing's been a giant learning experience. We got 130 different varieties of heirloom seeds, and we probably planted, I don't know, maybe 80 or 90 different varieties just to see. We got them all zone 9 for Florida hot weather, and we wanted to see what was going to grow and what wasn't. And so that's what it's all about. It's an experiment. The next time we try, we will grow the things that we liked and grew well, and the other things we won't even bother with. So as you can see, here's our broccoli. I mean, possibly might be able to get a little bit out of that thing. I don't know. They just don't seem to produce very big heads. But when they bolt, they go crazy. You got to tear all these old plants out of the ground. They're just sucking up nutrients out of our soil. Pole beans, we put up 3 tripods. At this point, you can only see like one big giant mess. Still don't see any beans on these things, but they're still growing pretty good. As you can see, all these cucumbers, zucchinis, squash plants, they're all dying. I think they usually always get hit with some kind of weird powdery mildew or some disease, so this is pretty typical. We were hoping we'd find some varieties that were a little hardier, that were going to make it through this, but oh well, we'll keep looking. A few weird looking things over there that need to be picked. That's it for the big garden, the big gardens. And then we have the tomato plants that are going absolutely berserk. We have had problems with these things in the past. Seems like they always got some disease. Now these things are getting so big they don't even want to stand up in the cages. They're just getting monstrous. But they are just loaded with tomatoes. Loaded. They are just everywhere. So, I'd say probably any day now, we're going to start picking some of these guys. But they are just going crazy. Here's some of these little tomatoes we grew. Just big monsters everywhere coming in. So the tomato harvest was a fabulous success. They did great. Got a few okras over here ready. They always do really well. Very easy to grow. Peppers usually do great too. Only got a couple coming in this year. I don't know what the problem was there, but I'm not too worried about it. And the greens are just going berserk. I mean, they're bolting. So we need to yank out all this stuff that's bolting because it's just sucking nutrients out of our soil. Here was our kale. It's basically dying now, so right about the end of the season, wrap this up, get everything picked, take a few months off, and get back to it again in this fall with a new crop and a new season. And our root crops really haven't done very well. We got one tiny little radish out of probably, I don't know, a few hundred we planted. So they just didn't produce radishes for some bizarre reason. Some of the other stuff just doesn't look like it's quite ready for some reason. Still growing. Carrots, turnips, onions, parsnips. See what happens with that. But that's about it. This will probably be the last update we do, as things are, the hot Florida sun is just baking everything to death.